I was recording audio. Alright. I think I'm gonna take a break here. Look at my project so far. How far are we in? 10 minutes. 10 minutes! How many hours have I put into this? Dude, this is absurd. Oh my god, this edit takes forever, dude. This edit's gonna take forever. It's probably been like maybe at least probably like 6 hours of editing for 10 minutes. And we are a fourth of the way there. To be fair, it's not. We're not using all of that. It's probably like actually a third. But like, oh my god, it's funny too. Like, look at this project. I'm really happy with this video so far. By the way, right? Like, I'm really happy with it. This is a very hype and exciting video, and I cannot wait to upload it. But let me just say, dude, oh my god, I'm so happy I'm not like a full-time YouTuber because I would be absolutely devastated if I put this much work into a video, right? And the algorithm just said, no, no. And that happens sometimes, though. That's the thing. Sometimes the algorithm just says, no, your video doesn't get any views. And that is soul crushing. I'm so glad that this is just a passion project and that I'm not, like, dependent on a career like this for money. Because so many different factors outside of my control will contribute to whether or not I am successful. And largely, it's dependent on the market availability of whatever I'm talking about, right? Say, for example, I'm a Siege YouTuber. If Siege starts to wane in popularity, I start to suffer. And that's what happened to a lot of YouTubers. They were playing Siege, and then Siege became less popular, regardless of whether they stopped enjoying it or not. Financially speaking, it didn't make sense to continue playing Siege because people weren't watching Siege content as much, so they moved on to other stuff. Goons, Aches, a bunch of different people, right? And even YouTubers like get flanked or whatever, right? It's a shame sometimes whenever you make YouTube content and you're like kind of forced into this bubble. It's very annoying. It's very restricting. And not only that, again, it's the fact of like I'm putting all of this work into these videos because I enjoy it. I know they're not going to make any money. But like, oh my god, I would hate to be like financially dependent on the videos doing well. I would hate that. If it's a stream, like being a streamer, easy peasy, right? Being a streamer is like the easiest job in the world, assuming that you're actually a streamer who makes more money than you have to pay for rent and stuff like that, right? Easiest job in the world. Um, but like actually making and creating YouTube videos, that stuff takes a long ass time. Unless if you do like really like kind of slap together, not really that serious content like Evan Braddock, right? No shit against Evan Braddock, but his videos are not very hard to make at all. Basically, anybody could make them, and he just happens to be popular because he's associated and plays with people and has certain things going on with his content that make it more enjoyable than like any random collection of clips from somebody else of his type. But it's not like anything he produces is like particularly special. Like in comparison to like a Marley video, a Tuxbird video, um, a Bikini Body video that has like hours upon hours of editing going into its sound effects, like special effects on the screen and stuff like that, right? That stuff takes a long time to edit. Um, and more credit to them. It's really good content, it's really good videos, and they make a lot of views. But it's like that kind of stuff, right? It would be devastating if Siege fell off so drastically to the point where that wasn't possible. And Siege has definitely fallen off, relatively speaking, relative to like the low days, not including Deadly Omen. Deadly Omen, obviously, it's kind of like peaking back up, but just in general, as a general stuff, it's kind of like fallen out of favor. And um, it sucks if A, you don't enjoy the content anymore. Like if you don't enjoy playing Siege, that's definitely a huge bummer. Uh, And for example, Dom, right? Dom used to upload mostly Siege content. Juicy used to upload mostly Siege content and stuff like that, right? Then they mostly gave up on it, and it's sad. It's sad because Siege is just a really fun game fundamentally, but there are a lot of elements of it that make it less enjoyable. I think probably like the biggest example of like why it's less enjoyable is just because it's so much more competitive. Like the games are just way sweatier now. Like your average silver is like doing like 180 flicks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like silvers nowadays are cracked, and it's not because they're actually like 2020 or 2017 silvers. They're not really silvers. It's just that the average player is really good, and people who aren't really good at the game just aren't playing anymore. Uh, kind of sad, but whatever. Anyways, just wanted to rant. I might upload this like snippet of me ranting to my clips channel. I am working on this video, and I'm hoping it'll come out eventually. But I'm taking my time with it because it's a bit stressful and it takes a long ass time to actually get all this stuff together. Shout out to Core Ross, by the way. But I am working on this video, and I hope it does well. And if it doesn't do well, then I guess it'll prove my point about why I really would not want to be a YouTuber.